Okay. Welcome back to Kali Gasby, Arnis, Vietnam. This is Phúc and this is
GAI from ESPADA, Silangan. So we're gonna do the second block of the series, which is going to be from open position, ESPADA DAGA block. So with ESPADA DAGA, we are looking at taking a space closer to someone, and it usually comes in at someone who is striking a horizontal strike. And this is a little bit risky because people usually swing with full speed, so that's going to be very difficult to do if you're not used to the speed. But what's key is the timing, which means I have to watch his arm before it begins, and I have to use this and put it here before it comes for my head. So what I want to do is, once he does that, I'm supporting my stick with my hand. So a lot of the times you'll see people do drills where it goes 1, 2, but really in reality that's not going to work without the support of the hand. So more, it's supposed to look like, and once it's here, then you can decide to pull it, making sure you still have control of his arm. And so if he decides to punch, I can do this, or I can do a roof block and counter. But what's also interesting is my footwork has to do the same principles that we used in our first video, which is to
step aside.
Step to this side, just like Phúc said, because that strike, no matter what happens, if I make mistakes with my hands, I have to reduce the impact on me. So if I say I miss, then I can just block. But if I'm here, I can't really reduce the damage, so I have to use this a little bit.
So it's just like the plan B to cover your head.
Exactly.
So I mean that you always have the left hand to prepare for plan B. That in case that most of people will think that it's hard to perform, and it's true, it's really hard to perform, to stop somebody's stick and get to the close range. So if you really have no choice and you have to do that, then remember, have your left hand to cover itself.
And it's not a bad idea to keep this wrapped around the back of your head, just in case his stick gets behind your guard. So it might hit you in the back of the head. So some people like to do this, which means that this part of your arm will get it instead of your hand. So ESPADA DAGA, I pull it here. If I want to counter, I hit here, and notice I'm moving away from here, because if he decides to grab my head or punch me, that's gonna be a bad position. So I need to lean back and counter, or give myself this. I can do an exit.
So the most important thing is the distance. You have to mind the distance, right?
Absolutely. So with Arnis, it's not just about what you're seeing up here. It's also about knowing that even if he's striking, I just need to fix my position. I just need to adjust my distance, and I can keep myself safe, and I can reduce the power of his attacks. So again, for ESPADA DAGA, you're starting up here. You're not down here. And 1, I'm twisting my body away. From this side, I'm going here. I have this up. Then, once it's here, I can do more strikes. And then I can do exits. So, if you want to drill at home, it's nice to do it against a wall or a tree, where you do this, put it against the wall, and make sure your arm is straight. If your arm is bent, it's gonna come back to you when he strikes. So if you see that, if I have here, one, it's already gonna go into me. If it's a blade, I'm dead. Oop, sorry. The mic is dead.
Yeah, the mic is dead.
I don't like this. One, he can also go through, and my guard will be passed. That's a jiu-jitsu term.
Yeah.
So, I want to be close. If it happens, then at least I have space and I can decide what to do here.
So it's like we're making the cross right there. Vampires should be scared, but
yeah. And I can even grab the stick later and counter. But if you don't have that extension, you don't have the space to do anything after.
Thanks for watching. If you have any comment, just write below so we can discuss for further opinions. Hope you guys gonna like this video. See you next time. Bye.